Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to another edition of Living World of Darkness Street Magic. We find ourselves at the chantry known as the House of Salt and Steel. Not often reached by particularly normal means, and not often reached by people outside of its normal confines. Ken walks in, or as he's known these days, Catherine. Still got his coat on, all of his regular accoutrements. He's waved through by security and is now in the main room, wondering why he's standing there.
And strangely, of all things, he's followed through the front door by Taylor, who, she gets waved through like they do. And, yeah, holy shit, she leaves the chantry ever? But she'll kind of meander in. She does not have her usual pep in her step, and, looks somewhat distracted. Though, as she, gets as far as that main entranceway, probably about to do the same damn thing that Catherine there's doing, she realizes she has company, and she kind of glances aside. Hey,
Hey,
where'd you go?
out.
Okay.
There's a lot of shit I gotta go do on a daily basis. This whole just being a mage thing is worse than some full-time jobs.
Because you're the Hollow King?
Because I'm the fucking Hollow King.
Oh,
Queen. I'll pick later.
excuse me. Yelling up a storm here. So Taylor, kind of nods, and, then just kind of stands there.
You alright, bud?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's already out of my system, anyways.
It.
Yeah. There's just some pot. It wasn't a big deal.
Okay. He just went out and got high, and Ken set it over to the refrigerator.
And she kind of does that autopilot thing where she follows as far as the doorway of the kitchen. Yeah. I went to take Ginger back. Went with. She wasn't looking so hot.
Well, you get shot and tell me how hot you look.
They did get shot.
And you weren't looking so hot, were you?
No.
No. Told you it sucks.
Yeah, it did.
And Ken opens the refrigerator and comes up with those larger than normal bottles of beer. When people would refer to a bottle as actually a few beers. Pours one for himself. So, you want one of these?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. She finally ambles in.
Ken pours another one. You sure?
Oh yeah.
Alright, well, here it comes. Goes and takes off his jacket and hangs it up.
So are you? Oh damn. It occurs to me I don't know how much she remembers after leaving.
I mean, mm, Hurricane's like 3. It depends on whether it was on or off or not.
It also depends on, yeah. I have no idea. Shit.
At Arcane 3, I'm not really going to remember the person, but you'll remember key points of what was going on.
Okay. So I will not say that thing I was originally going to say because that is too detailed.
Am I...
Uh,
Uh,
let's shut up.
Jesus, you must be starving.
I wouldn't say no to food.
Want to say no
Actually,
to food?
I'm actually really hungry.
You're actually really hungry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you do that?
It's fun. And Ken goes over and starts pulling out ingredients, doing that thing he does.
So is magic depressing for everyone?
What makes you say that?
I learned a thing
What you learn?
uh, that everything's terrible. I threw up.
You learned that everything's terrible and you threw up.
Yeah,
Was that before or after you started smoking pot?
after.
After.
It was the part where the floor dropped out.
You got too high.
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't the pot.
Said everyone who's
It was
ever vomited.
it was. Oh my god! I've gotten high before Ken.
I refuse to believe it's cinnamon roll.
But that I've gotten high before.
Yes.
A lot of larpers smoke pot. That's.
Yeah, but you're the cinnamon roll.
Oh my god! I don't make a habit of it. Sometimes
Cinnamon
people offer.
roll.
God damn it! You and your rapidly changing face.
Cinnamon roll as he starts cooking. And does an okay job of it. I'm not dropping willpower on this. So it's okay. It's 2 successes. It's not the worst thing in the universe, but he is kind of pulling it out of his ass.
That's okay. He's doing that thing where you realize there's way too many leftovers and you're going to make something out of them so people will eat them.
Yeah, it's basically making chop suey.
No, like, I was learning about magic. Because, you know, that thing that I wanted you guys to do with the feathers and you wouldn't do.
So you're trying to learn about magic,
Yeah,
and somewhere in this you learned that magic is awful.
it was really bad.
Who were you being taught by?
Um, um,
Um,
she, like, looks, you know, vaguely, you know, thoughtful, like, oh, I must have forgot. No, no, seriously, like, starts looking a little perturbed.
come here and sit down. You must be dizzy.
I was dizzy. Everything
Dizzy.
was falling, and it
Come
was
on,
the worst.
the food's on the table. Come sit with me.
She comes to sit with
Okay. Where were you learning magic? Better question.
Oblivion after I took Ginger back.
So you were learning magic at Oblivion, and
Sort
you learned
of.
that everything's awful.
It was really bad.
It's really bad. Okay. I've got a good idea of things now.
Like I felt what she was doing. I mean, I couldn't see. I wasn't doing the magic, but I kind of felt it, and it was. That's what made me puke. It's like everything fell out. It was like dying, I think. She said it was like dying.
Yep, got a great idea of what went down.
Are all the mages like terrible people?
Depends on what you define as a terrible person, Taylor.
Like do Verbena really like sacrifice puppies and
I don't know. Not
People
Urbana.
using blood all the time, and like, is everyone just crazy?
Technically, we're all crazy.
I am not crazy.
I don't know, Taylor. I really don't. One, because I'm not a fucking psychologist. And two, because when you look at things, and you look at the way that we believe in stuff, and the fact that somewhere in there the nine rings bend because of how hard we believe in them,
Rings?
nothing I'll explain to you. My point
Okay.
being, we're all believers in something.
But I don't believe in anything weird.
You don't think you believe in anything weird. That's how hard you believe in it.
I mean, the theory of a web of magic is pretty prevalent, like in fantasy novels. It's not even that weird. I'm
And if
just
I were
lucky
to
and I
talk
can
to a
see it.
Verbena, you know what I'd get? I'd probably get a whole big spiel about how valid paganism was. And if I talked to an Akashic, I'd get a whole big spiel about their way of doing things. And if I talked to Thanatoi, I'd get a whole big spiel about the wheel.
Yeah, but I don't
And
know all
they,
that
you,
stuff.
you don't. But
I
my
just know
point
that people are
is,
apparently stabbing themselves and each
Taylor,
other.
Taylor,
What?
focus.
Focused.
My point is, we all believe in something. We all believe it harder than anything else. We all believe that we're right. I've been around for a minute. You notice patterns after a while.
Yeah, but what happens when you don't believe anyone else is wrong either?
I don't know. I don't think about it that hard. Now, this whole thing about whether or not you're a bad person, that's up for you to decide.
I'm not a bad person, but I don't want to turn into a bad person.
Then do your best not to. Whether or not that happens is on you, Taylor. I can't just wiggle my fingers and make you not a bad person or a good person by your standards or any of that shit.
Should I have gone when the other chantries were attacked?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, they're our friends, right?
They are. Kind of.
She kind of like gives them the half second stink eye over the kind of. Well, yeah, but we don't want them to die.
We don't.
So why didn't we go?
Because we weren't able to be there at that time. It's not like it happened with a great deal of warning in any one case.
I guess.
There's only so many of us, Taylor, and we're often scattered all over the place. Because even if the beacon went out, it's not like I can roadrunner through the entire city. I tried. When you guys were having fucking trouble out at that, wherever the fuck you were, the flyers and all
Yeah.
that good shit.
Traffic.
Yeah, you saw what happened to me. Mardi
Yeah,
Gras
but at
fucking
least you
happened.
were trying.
Do you think I don't try on other occasions?
I didn't even.
You didn't even know, so you can't be held to that accountable, can you?
Guess.
Guess. And Taylor, look, some people are like me. They're basically the walking dead. Frontline soldiers.
I'm
All
not the
day,
Walking Dead.
every day. Taylor,
You're people.
Taylor. And Ken kind of leans in. I've been The Walking Dead for a long time. And that's okay. And
It's
I'm
not
okay with that.
okay.
Shh. Stop. Stop. I'm okay with that. Because some things just need to happen.
It's
Okay?
not okay.
Taylor. Taylor. And Ken reaches out and brushes one of her bangs aside and gives her a little pat on the head.
You can make things happen without trying to die.
Whoever said I was trying to die? At least trying to get my body to die anyway. I don't like being shot.
Then why would you call yourself the Walking Dead?
Because in a lot of the ways that count, I am.
We're all Walking Dead. We're gonna die eventually. Doesn't mean we have to look at it that way.
Teach their own.
No, that's terrible.
The fact that you think that means you're not like me, and that's okay. Taylor, you've done some amazing things. I would dare say that a lot of what you've done is the reason that a lot of us are still alive.
Yeah, but that wasn't magic. It wasn't
Isn't it?
serious stuff.
So what if it's not? It's magical to me. The fact that you care so much is fucking magical.
Of course I care.
I
They're
know.
good people. They're all good in some way. Just not necessarily every way. But that's okay. I still like you.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Listen, everybody's going to have their own way of doing magic.
But all of them sound bad.
You don't control those people.
But what if I start actually learning and I find a teacher and it's terrible?
You could probably find a different teacher. Heaven knows I have. You can teach yourself. I've done that too.
I mean, I see how it works. It's just awful. I didn't know that Jade used blood every time.
Yeah, it's a little unhygienic.
I mean, like, is everyone like cutting themselves or hurting other people or
I don't
just
know.
thinking about a horrible doom spiral every time?
I wouldn't say everyone. I don't.
You call yourself the Walking Dead.
I do, but that has nothing to do with my way. It's not something I like to talk about.
You don't like talking about how you do magic or
Yeah,
why?
because it's my way. It means something to me.
Well, I mean, it's real. It works.
Yeah, but it's mine.
I mean, aren't there other hollow ones?
Sure,
They don't do it the same way?
I wouldn't know. That's their way.
Does nobody ever talk about this stuff?
It's intensely personal. No one person takes the same road to enlightenment, Taylor. That's their journey.
Do you know anyone who hasn't, like, become terrible or gone crazy?
Once again, depends on what your definition of terrible or crazy is.
Like having to stab themselves or other people or
I could think of a few, but I mean,
or
really?
puppies?
I don't know anyone who kills puppies, Taylor. They're puppies. Stop dropping your chopsticks.
Shut up. Scrambles for chopsticks.
Those are like the nice chopsticks that I have to wash. You're gonna fucking dent one.
I will not.
Gonna dent it. The nice metal chopsticks. God damn. Should just start getting the shitty wooden ones, making you scrape
They're
off the splinters.
they're metal. They're not gonna dent because I dropped them like 2 inches.
I don't know. Even a small amount of stress over time. Dent.
Yeah, consistently over time.
Lady drops a lot.
Shut up. Just gonna use a fork. Blaspheme your good cooking.
You could, but you won't.
No.
So was all of this because you've been convinced all magic is just awful, or
Well, I mean, if you don't know anyone who hasn't gone crazy or become just horrible as a person or doesn't stab people or themselves,
Taylor, do you really want my opinion about this? Like like my solid no shit opinion.
I don't know.
Well, shit,
You're
if you
kind of doom and gloom. I feel like might make it worse.
look, if you don't consent, then I'm not going to do it. And we're just going to sit here and eat and talk about bullshit and it'll be fine.
No, tell me.
Okay. Most of the time, I really don't think that there's any more variability in who starts good or bad or whatever than there is in normal people. I really genuinely believe we're all just people, at least in some sense. But I really do think that the world we're exposed to, this great big, for lack of a better term, world of darkness, it has a way of warping you over time. We're forced into situations people shouldn't be forced into, and we're forced to make decisions that people shouldn't have to make. And to survive that, well, you adapt. You adapt and you adapt until you can't adapt anymore, and by the end of the road, you're somebody like me. Or somebody else that freaks you out.
But I like being glass half full instead of glass shattered on the kitchen floor.
Then do
We
whatever
skipped
you.
right past half empty. It was so bad.
Taylor, if you want to be that way, work hard to be that way. I'm not telling you it's going to be easy. And I'm not telling you that you aren't going to see some pretty terrible things. But if you want more light in the world, well, you're going to have to be that light.
You think I can do it?
I don't know. But I know I'll be around.
Good. Don't go anywhere.
I'll do my best not to.
Oh no.
What?
Everything's so bad. I want to talk to Father Gideon.
He's a very wise individual.
Well, yeah, but it's like going to church because something upset you. That's
Lots
not
of people
okay.
turn to different things when they're upset. I mean, do you really see a difference in these things that people find comfort in? Some people play video games. Some people make macrame. Some people go bowling.
Do you go bowling?
I used to.
That's pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. It was a lot of fun.
You not go bowling anymore?
Not really.
You should.
I only used to because back in the old Chantry, well, we had a bowling alley. It's pretty awesome. And a shooting range too. We used to blow off a lot of steam there.
Isn't that what the training room's for?
Yeah, working on some stuff over there now that I think about it. My point is, if someone wants to turn to their faith, is that such a bad thing?
Well, if they don't really believe in it and they're just doing it because it's not
Is it
sincere.
hurting anyone?
No.
Does it usually make them feel better?
Yes.
So what's so bad about it?
But I give him shit all the time.
So what? I give him shit all the time. If you really feel so bad, so guilty, why don't you do something nice for him? Why don't you just let him know that you appreciate him being there for you? Why don't you do any number of these things? It's not going to make what you did go away, but at least he'll know that you don't just hate him and you're not turning to him out of desperation. At least there's that. You don't wash away bad karma by forgetting it's there. You just try to even things out.
I kind of like that.
I used to be pretty good at it.
What, balancing karma?
More or less.
Are you not anymore?
Not really.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, hell, Taylor, I used to be a Buddhist monk.
Did you just stop?
Yeah.
Why?
I was a really bad monk. And Ken takes a drag of yet another cigarette and looks lost in thought because Bob has to get up.
Looks lost in thought while he smokes in the house. And Taylor is going to just sort of half play with her food, really. I mean, she's still eating because, them munchies, they're serious business. You can't just negate the munchies. But she will mull over as much of the conversation as she can remember. Trying to remember why she's just so upset. Because it doesn't seem that bad. I mean, at a glance. But she knows that it was worse. She knows that it was terrible. And so she'll continue to just kind of muddle over bits of the kind of fading conversation that was had, trying really hard to pierce after the details that she missed, that she lost. Oh, God! And you're all treated to Bob's Fabulous Singing as I unmute right as he starts. Because why not? Intermission song. But eventually she'll tuck in properly. And Katie will forget the thing she was going to ask because she's just good like that. God damn it.
Get to the point where you're breaking so many tenets left, right, and center that you're not really upholding the cloth.
What were you breaking?
If we had all night, we'd spend all night. I'm still a believer, but I'm not a good monk.
I still like you. And I guess if you believe it.
Thank you.
I was going to ask something that keeps slipping away.
What about?
Trying to remember. You're talking. I feel like it was something important.
We were talking about balancing karma. We were talking about.
Oh, no. Like before, over at Oblivion. You said
Oblivion,
something.
huh?
Yeah.
Or she said, or whoever said.
You said something. Shit. I had it a second ago. It seemed really important.
About magic, about life, about me.
I remember you came up. Can't remember why.
Nah.
Could have sworn she said something before we did this linky thing so I could feel what she was doing.
Linky thing, you say?
Yeah. That's why we smoked, so I think so we had, well, to help me loosen up because I'd never meditated before, but I think it was also to have something in common to make it easier.
A sympathetic link. At least I think that's what you're getting at.
Yeah.
Another question about that, then?
I don't know. That happened. We're talking. Damn it. This is Katie trying to remember because during the intermission song I was like, oh, I'm gonna ask him that when he gets back. Nope.
Okay, so let's review. Right before I was probably... Holy shit, I zoned out for a minute there. You're asking me why I decided I am no longer a monk?
Yeah, I was asking you that too.
I gave you that answer. You're searching for something that came up earlier. I'm trying to help you, I swear.
I know. Damn it. Ugh. What was it about? Damn it. It's gone.
I blame the marijuana.
Oh my god. Have you even done pot, Chem?
Yep.
You know better.
I know, but it's fun.
Oh! I remember now.
Yeah?
I said I'd come back the next time they had one of their parties or something.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so don't get mad.
Uh-huh.
But I said I might try something harder, but I was worried about getting, like, stuck on it. Can we not? Like, is that a thing you can do?
It's a thing I can try without a guarantee.
Like, keep me from getting hooked on something?
Mm-hmm. Do you want to be hooked on something?
No. No. I mean, I'm not against trying things, but I don't want that to take over my life.
Then just don't. Listen. The one thing you can count on when you're partying with the Sahajia, they're all about consent.
The what?
The ecstatics.
Oh.
Thing is taken very, very seriously amongst them. Very seriously. To the point where when it was broken, an executor showed up. Consent. If at any point you decide you're not down for it, they're not going to make you.
I didn't think they would. I just.
So, look, it's possible, but it's very, very difficult.
So, just not a good idea then?
Probably not, unless you kind of want to get into life.
No.
Then don't.
Okay.
Well, that's settled. Feel a little better now? Something's in your stomach?
Yes.
Yeah. Want some ice cream?
Does anyone ever not want ice cream?
We go get some ice cream. It's green tea flavored.
That sounds weird, but it's ice cream. Can't
It's
be bad.
delicious. You will love it. Ken goes and gets them both green tea ice cream.
Taylor may or may not run a brief go to the fridge, because with this many women in one chantry, if there isn't a can of whipped cream in there, well, someone's gonna die.
Fully stocked.
Why I gotta make it weird? So yes, she is let's say a little on the liberal side with that whipped cream.
Yeah, I could have just filled the bowl with whipped cream, right?
No, I like some ice cream with my whipped cream.
Okay, I could have filled the bowl with whipped cream and put one spoonful on top.
No!
No.
Offers the can. You're a jerk.
Ken's like way more liberal.
Oh my god, you're a double jerk.
I just want to see what this is all about.
Delicious.
I mean, we are putting sugar on our sugar.
Putting cream on our cream.
We're just kind of doubling down on everything tonight.
Yes. And with that, unless you'd like to go places, we can close it with them stuffing their faces with ice cream.
That sounds like a great time to close any scene, really.
It is. It is. So with that, we will say thank you, player, for sassing, and watcher for watching. And see you next time on the Living World of Darkness. Street Magic.